Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my viewers. Good morning, lovers of cancer. Today's date happens to be on the 21st of July 2025. I'm Mr. Chooks by name, and my farm here is Canson's Farm. And this is a channel where I always talk about catfishes. So if this is your first time of coming across our videos, please do us a favor by subscribing to our channel. So this morning I'm here to talk about, like I promised, and so many persons have been trying to ask me, if I spend this high amount of money, what will happen to be my profit. So I'm here to talk about the profitability in catfish. So first of all, I need to make us understand that catfish or livestock business is not an object. It's not an object. So it's not an object that you can buy from a particular location and it has a fixed price in your area, or it has, uh, you know, it's not a biscuit business or whatsoever. So that is one thing I need to make us understand. So many things can go wrong, many things can go right. There are so many factors that can contribute to the profit you will get, either a higher profit or a lower profit, which I'll be telling us some of the factors. So there is every possibility that when you spend 2.8 to 3 million naira, like I said in that very video, you will be getting 50% of your investment. There is also possibility of 40% of your investment. There's possibility of 70% of your investment, and there's possibility of 20% of your investment. So depending what happens along the line, depending so many factors which I'll be listing down. We must also understand that in catfish business, so many things can happen. So many things can happen. So we will be diving into those factors which I have with me here. So the number one thing that can contribute to our profit, either negatively or positively, is the price of sales in your area. The price of sales in your area. So the price of which they are selling catfish at that time you are selling in your various location. So like now, my place, I just sold about 3 weeks ago. I sold for 3,400. Why in some location they are selling for 3,000, between 3,000 to 32. Why somebody told me that in their location they are selling for 4,000 naira. So you can see that it is not the same. It is not the same price. So you don't expect the same profit. So we can't generalize the profit. That is one factor that can affect it. If, for instance, now I have 1,000 kg, that is a ton to sell, and you have a ton to sell, and we have just 100 naira different in our various locations. Your location, let's say your location is selling for 35, why I now sold for 34. You will see that I have lost 100,000. I have lost 100,000 from my profit, and you are gaining more 100,000 to your own compared to my side. So these are differences. And if you have 5,000 kg, 5 ton to sell, and I have 5 ton to sell, I have lost 500,000. You have gained more 500,000 to your profit. So that is one thing that can affect. I'm just using 100,000 for an example, but there are in some location that the prices, the difference in prices are up to 300 naira, 400 naira. So that is one thing. Then uh secondly, how well the fishes do. How well the fishes do. There are some fishes that you will raise, and then you see that the fishes will eat and eat and eat, they will not come out well. So it's how well the fishes do. So they can eat the same number of feed. I can use the same number of feed that you used, and maybe my own did not come out well. I cannot expect the same profit from you, from the one you will be getting. So sometimes there are fishes that you feed and feed and feed. They are eating, but they are not converting it to body weight. They are not growing. They are not converting it to body weight. Sometimes they will grow, but they don't have weight. A fish that is supposed to be 1.5, when you scale it, it will be giving you like 1.1, 1.2. Is a loss to you, and that very profit, that very fish cannot give you the same profit with others. It's another factor that can contribute to your profit. So that's why we must understand that the profitability in this business is not stable. It's not stable. It waves from uh, you might do this section, you get a different profit. You do another section, you get a different profit. That is how it is. So that takes us to number three, uh, the number of mortality. The number of mortality you have. So rate of mortality can affect your profit, especially at the adult stage. If you lose juveniles, from juveniles to jumbo, the loss is not that much. The loss is not that much. But when you lose an adult fish, they have eaten much. They have eaten much. Some adult fish that are supposed to give you like 5,000 naira, you lose it. Sometimes, if you are opportune that they have not gone bad and you cut it to um, maybe you cut it to smoke, and at the end you'll be selling it for like 2,000 naira instead of the 5,000 naira that is supposed to be. You understand? Because it's going to be an option, say. So that is another thing that can affect. If you have so much mortality at adult stage, it will affect your profit negatively. It will affect your profit negatively. So we must have that in mind. Another thing that can do so, that can affect also, is the rate of demand at that point in time. The rate of demand. There are some times that you want to sell, but the demand in your area, the demand at that time is not that high. So it will affect your sale and affect the profit. So there was a time, I will give an example. There was a time that I was selling my fish. I think I was selling, for that time it was to 1,600 naira that time. So the first day I sold for 1,600 naira. So when I got an information that fish is scarce, I pushed it to 1,700 naira. Though they complain, but they don't have any choice. They have to buy it. So with that, my profits have scaled high. The next day I got an information that it's either do or die. I have to push it to 1,800 naira, and they bought it. So in that way, I have made more profits than I was supposed to make. So this can also affect your profit. The demand at that point in time, the demand, either a low rate of demand or a higher rate of demand. So if fish is scarce at that moment, you can place any price, and you like early the early month of this year, January, fish was scarce in my area. The market women that does not buy less than a kg was buying 500 gram to shade. So that's just it. So when you have a bigger fish at that moment, you are hitting the rock. That is just it. It's another factor that can affect it. So another factor that can affect it is maybe when there are increase in price of feed, change in price. Like previously, feed price now is like something that is getting stable. It's like something that is getting stable. But sometime last year, it was going higher and higher. That was when I advised that people should stock their feed. Make sure you stock like 70 to yeah, 70% of your feed at the beginning. So it can affect. Sometimes if you're opportune to stock feed, and maybe you're opportune, the feed price just scale high, and then with that, the price of fish per kg will also scale high, and you see that you will sell a good price. So the price of feed can also affect your profit. It has happened to me. I've been opportune to get 95% return, 95% of my investment as profit. It was just an opportunity. It was a privilege. That isn't how it is. I got 95%. So that was possible because I stocked some number of feed from the beginning. So along the line, the price of feed added up massively, and then the price of sales per kg increased. So that was how I was able to get that, and it is not often. It's not something that you can lay your mind. It's not something that I will just come out here and tell you it is possible to get it. It's not that. It's not possible. It's a privilege and a chance. So, in conclusion, we should have it in mind that uh, profitability in catfish business is not stable and cannot be generalized. It's not stable and cannot be generalized. So, like I said, uh, you should be expecting as from 20% to 70%. So, we shouldn't be, or I cannot be talking about lost, but there's possibility for lost, but I cannot be talking about lost because we are not praying for lost. But have it in mind, there is possibility for lost even after spending that money. There is possibility for lost. Um, and also I forgot something. The amount you spend on fuel or diesel can also affect it. So any money you are spending on fuel and diesel is more or less not inclusive. It's more or less a waste. So you have to see that you minimize your fueling. You minimize it so that it do not eat deep into your supposed profit. All right, thank you all very much, and God bless you all. I remember Mr. Chooks, and if there is something you want us to address on this channel, you can reach me on 080 678 65 11 5. Thank you very much. Remain blessed.